What's good, everybody? Is when I come back at you with another video. So this video, I want to talk about goals, specifically goal setting, and to dive deeper into it, right? And I want to explain to you guys what is the true purpose of setting goals. Now, when we think of goals, we often think of goals, dreams, desires, right? Things that we really want to accomplish, things that we want to be, do, or have, right? Sort of like targets that we're aiming at. Now, we can have short-term goals, right? And these can be very short-term goals. It can be as simple as a goal that you want to get something done within the next few minutes or the next hour or the next day, right? Like you can have a to-do list, which is also like a goal list, right? Things that you want to accomplish or get done for the day. So you can have short-term goals, or you can have long-term goals, right? Things that you want to be or haven't accomplished at some point in the future, either many years down the line, either a couple years later, decades later, etc., etc. So there are many different types of goals that can be set, and there are also because like the short term and the long term goal, those are like time oriented goals, but there are other three types of goals that was explained by the late great Bob Proctor. If you haven't heard of Bob Proctor, highly recommend you check out his content because he has a lot of free content here on YouTube. He is another phenomenal educator in the space of self-development and personal development, so I highly recommend you check out Bob Proctor. But Bob Proctor, he explains that there are three types of goals. There are A-type goals, B-type goals, and C-type goals. A-type goals are basically goals that you know you can achieve based on your current reality, based on your present results, right? It's a goal that you know you've done before. You can have a goal saying that you want to go grocery shopping, right? That can be your goal for the day. You've done that before, so you know you can do that, right? A B-type goal is a goal that you think you can achieve, something that you haven't done before, but something that you think you can achieve, right? So this can be a goal of going on vacation to a specific country that you've never been before, right? Say, for example, the entire vacation is going to cost you $1,000. You've gone on vacation before, and say the vacation has costed you several $100s in the past, but you've never spent $1,000 total on vacation. That can be a goal that you think you can accomplish because you believe it's within reach. A C-type goal is a goal that is so far beyond your physical reality, you don't actually know whether you can achieve it, right? It just seems so far within reach. The C-type goal, the point of setting a C-type goal, and for some of you, some C-type goals could be being financially abundant, right? Having your dream home and your dream vehicles. It could be being the CEO of your company. It could be being a business owner. It can be things that you truly want that will make you very happy, but you have no idea how it's ever going to happen. You have no idea how you're ever going to get there. See, the purpose of goal setting is a few reasons, right? People set goals not only to provide direction so that they have direction in their life, they set goals so that they can have focus, right? So they can have a North Star that they're aiming for. And setting goals also delivers you motivation, right? Motivation towards achieving the desired outcome. But even though when we set goals, of course, the goal is to, achieve it, right? Like we can have a goal be a dream or desire or something that we want. Of course, ideally, when we set that goal, is because we want to have it. We want to get there to that destination. But we need to understand also is the purpose of goals is also to grow. Because in a lot of cases, to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, oftentimes require you to become someone, to grow into someone that you've never been before. A lot of these goals, especially the C-type goals, right? The goals that you don't know how you're ever going to achieve it, how you're going to get there. Those C-type goals, the purpose of these major goals that are like, these are your dreams, your desires, the things you absolutely want out of life, right? The big ones, right? Those big goals even though we want to arrive at the destination at some point for these goals, right? A big purpose of setting these goals to begin with is for growth, right? Is so we can stretch ourselves to become someone we've never been before, because oftentimes that's what's required in order to get to that place that you've never been before. You following along, right? So a lot of us have big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, right? We want to do this, we want to accomplish that, we want to get here, we want to do that, right? Sometimes in order to get there, you need to become someone you haven't been before. You need to bring out the 2.0 version of you, the 3.0 version of you, the 4.0 version of you, the best version of you. You need to bring that version to the surface so that you can head in that direction towards what it is that you want. And if you want an example for yourself, you can use me as an example, right? Because all this information that I'm sharing with you guys, right? All of the hundreds of videos that I've posted over the span of a few months, this is all information that was kept away within me. This is all information that I've learned that has transformed my life, that I knew could impact the lives of other people all around the world, all walks of life, right? And me stepping into this position, becoming someone that I've never been before, it's what's going to take me to places and new heights that I've never been before. And you should do the same for yourself as well, right? You want to accomplish big things, that requires you to put on big boy or big girl pants, right? And say, you know what? It's time to lock in. It's time for me to put my best foot forward. It's time for me to bring out the best. You need to have that fire lit inside of you to go out and get it, and to never settle or accept with anything less, right? You are deserving of it all. Why are you doubting it? You are deserving of it all. Here in this lifetime, we're put here to live one life, right? As far as we know it, one life. Why not make the most of it? Why not have fun? Why not go do the things that we've always wanted to do and push towards the things that are important to us that we believe in, right? Why not dream big, right? Because other people have dreamed big and are living big and are living life grand. So why not you do it for yourself as well, right? And I understand, right? We want our dream lives. We want all these great things to happen. 1000%, I understand. I'm on the same boat with you as well. Trust me. But also getting to that destination will require the best out of you. And so you should be eager and looking forward to that as well. You should be eager for the challenge, right? Why not be excited for the challenge of being forced to bring out the best version of yourself in order to get there? You deserve it, right? You deserve to bring out the best version of yourself for yourself. And the rest of the world deserves to see it too, because when you bring out the best version of yourself, that is when you unconsciously or subconsciously give permission to other people to do the same, right? Because other people look at you and say, well, if Joel has brought out his best version and shows up as the best version each and every day, why can't I do that for myself? Right? You have the power. You've always had the power, and you have access to the power every moment throughout the day, every day from now for the rest of your life, right? You can tap into this power. So for most people, when they set goals, the goal is to arrive at the destination. Even though you want to fall in love with the journey, right? The journey is more important than the destination, because oftentimes the journey itself is what gets you to the destination, right? So if people just fall in love with the destination, then when they get there, they're already there. They feel empty, right? But the journey is what's going to be most enjoyable, because oftentimes you're living through the destination each and every day when you're on the journey. So the journey is actually more important than destination. However, the true purpose of goal setting is for you to grow. It is for your own growth. It is to force you to become better, to force you to bring out the best version of yourself. And that right there is amazing, right? Sometimes you're going to be required to do things that you haven't done before, and sometimes it may feel uncomfortable because it's new, because it's different, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, right? Sometimes we need to try new things and tap into other versions of ourselves that actually exist so that we can get to where it is that we want to actually get to, right? If you want to be a multimillionaire or a billionaire, right? Whatever your financial goals and dreams are, right? Is that version of you, when you close your eyes and envision that wealthy version of you, is that wealthy version of you operating with the same attitude as the present version of you, right? Because I would like to think if most people see themselves as being financially abundant, they probably see themselves as being excited, as being ecstatic, because they know that everything is well and everything is taken care of. And whatever that they want to do, whether it's investing in other businesses, investing in the ideas of friends and family, donating to charity, creating your own foundation, going on vacations, eating out, where whatever, right? If you envision yourself being financially abundant, chances are you're going to envision yourself with a positive attitude, that you're excited, that you feel secure, that you feel at peace, that everything's taken care of, right? That you feel secure. And that attitude that you're envisioning, chances are, is very different than the attitude you have right now, or the attitude that you've been showing up with past couple days, weeks, months, whatever it is, right? There's a disconnect. So, like I said, sometimes, of course, we know the purpose of goals, right? Is to motivate you, is to help you focus, is to push you towards what it is that you want. But oftentimes, is to force you to stretch and grow. And growth is a great thing, because growing, it's, you are becoming better, and the goal is always to become better, because investing in yourself is the best investment that you can make. Bringing out the best version of yourself is literally the best thing that you can do, because then if you show up as your best, then you will essentially have the Midas touch, and anything you touch turns to gold. Any businesses that you decide to dive into, you will succeed in, because you have the correct attitude and you are the best version of yourself. When you feel as though you're the best, that's when you feel alive. That's when you feel confident in your skin. That's when you hold your head up high and you understand that you are worthy and that you are valuable. So that is the true purpose of setting goals, not just to get there and accomplish them. It's to grow as an individual and to bring out the best version of yourself and to tap into a new side that you probably have never tapped into in order to get there. So that wraps up the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as you're on the road to a million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. See you guys for the next video.